can comment.
Yeah, people can comment.
How do I share?
Hello, everybody. Turn that on. Evening. Okay, you have to sit your legs out. So, you're going to have to forgive me because I'm eating popcorn. Because we just started doing this whole fitness, count your calories, and basically I'm starving.
And I just woke up from a half nap. And I'm not feeling the greatest. We're going to have to scoot real close.
Somebody's speaking. I don't know what that is. Hey! And if we get really close to the phone, it's because we can't see because both of us are blind. I'm more blind than he is, but that's what that's all about. Oh, look at her. But I don't know which way to look. I'm going to be looking that way and people are going to be thinking I'm cross-eyed. I'm really not cross-eyed,
Look at the camera right there, the little dot.
Share it on Facebook.
I don't know how.
Okay, so Turkish, holy crap, hi. So you guys know how this works. If you like what you see, yes, I went to GabFest and it was amazing. If you like what you see, tap the little man. We're gonna name him Carl.
All right, Carl.
Carl needs to go on a diet with us. Tap the little man down in the right corner and give us some love, guys. Give Carl some love. He's touchy-feely. His love language is physical touch. That's his love language.
That is my love language.
Yes, GabFest was great, Chloe. Hey, Chloe, how you doing?
Oh.
Okay, so.
There we go.
There you go. Today's topic, we got an email, and I'm going to have Casey read the email. But basically, it is about, like, what turned me on to Casey, what turned Casey on to me, like, about 3 or 4 things about that. And then, what, as far as having children, in a relationship or being married before and bringing kids into the relationship. You want me to read it?
I don't
How
know.
do we deal? Okay, so here it is. Hey guys, the journey to the questions tonight is short and sweet. 1, what are 3 to 5 things that turn you on about each other? 2, since you both have kids from previous relationships, do your parenting styles tend to clash? Are you guys actively co-parenting or ... question? This is a fun question for me.
That's because white kids are obnoxious and black ones behave usually. Is that one's fun for you?
That was me in the comments eating my popcorn. I'm just here for the comments. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. So, would you want to address that one first since we're leading into it?
Yeah, we can get started.
Okay. So when we first got together, my child would love to, when he didn't get his way, he would run and throw himself on the ground and have a little, literally throw himself on the ground and have a fit. And my whole thing was, well, if I just ignore it, then he'll learn that he's not getting attention and he'll get over it. And she was just like, that is not okay. That's not acceptable. We do not do that. And so I had to learn that one was a change for me. Theron is 2.
Yes, 2, 3, and 5.
Kenzie's 3 and Caleb's 5.
Yes.
So the 2-year-old is the one we're talking about. Would throw himself down, have the fits. I think that was like the biggest issue with him we had in the beginning. We've been together 2 years. No, we've been together a year. We've known each other for 3. Sorry.
But from my side of it, it wasn't just like a throw yourself down, you know, Buenos dias. It was like, you know, when you in Walmart and that one kid, there's always one, that one kid is over there acting a plum fool because he wants the now and laters, and he can't have them, so he's over there, I want the annihilators, I want the annihilators, and the mom's just like, that face, that the face that the mom does, and she just kind of sits there with her buggy, like she doesn't see that her child is over here, like pretending like he's being exorcised from a demon. So we would be out, and I was not raised that way. I was raised that anybody in the neighborhood could whoop your butt. I mean, if Miss Anne Marie down the street saw me acting a fool, if I was acting a fool down the street, it was no, let me call Niecy and you gonna get in trouble. No, it was, Denise, bring your butt over here because you know better. A village, exactly. So when we got together the first time Sweet Little Theron had his fit, I looked at Casey. Yep, here we go. We got one right here.
What's up?
You want to come say hi? Not you, Kodak. You want to come say hi? Y'all forgive her hair because she went to school today. Say hi.
Hi.
This is number 2.
Yes, this is Mackenzie.
And I broke this on accident.
You broke it on accident?
Did you tear up a book?
I didn't tear the page up. Just this.
Just that? Okay, well, it's okay. Give me kisses and go play. I love you.
I just want to watch you guys.
Okay, well, you can't watch us right now.
We'll let you watch it later.
We'll let you watch it later, okay?
I just want to sit down in here.
Okay, you can sit down in here later, okay?
Here, just have some.
Have a seat over there. But yeah, so he had this fit, real life, y'all. This is all the time. We trying to do something, and her cuteness. Anyway, I looked at him like, are you going to address this?
Not usually.
We have moments.
Yeah.
But I think that I thought that race played a lot in the raising of the kids, because in black families, typically, don't jump down my throat yet. Typically, black people, wave your hand, please. I don't know why. Typically, black people don't deal with the tantrums very well. They don't deal with tantrums at all that I have known. So it was black people whoop.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, but white people whoop too. Oh, no? Because I whoop all 3 of our kids all the time. But what I was saying there was, to me, that wasn't I'm not going to whoop him to make him stop. I'm going to ignore him, and he'll eventually learn, hey, that ain't how you do it. I didn't associate those 2 together. Now, he got whoopings for other things, but that wasn't one of them. And someone was talking, you were talking about, I don't know your name, I can't see that close up. I still can't even read that, I'm blind as a bat. You're talking about raising from a village, and I mean, we have that, we believe in that, you know, and as far as the way I raised Theron as opposed to Caleb and Kinsey, no, there's no difference there. They're all 3 her kids, they're all 3 my kids. We live together, we raise our kids together. Right. We are a family, we're one. And it's really important that we communicate that all the time. And
we sat down and talked about that as well.
Yeah, and it's still learning, but not as much as in the beginning. We talked about a huge difference in Theron. One of the other big differences is, man, look, I grew up, my dad wore me out. Not often, but my dad would take a belt to me if I really needed it. You know, most of my spankings were my mom through the back seat of the car. I told you stop doing that. You know, one of those things. Anywho, but another differences in the way we raised them was hers were raised, they're very protected. If they fall down, her and her family, they all rush to the kids. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you okay? My child, he would fall down on the ground and I'd be like, "You're good, get back up, buddy."
Because that's how parents do it when they whoop you.
What?
They do. They say a word, and I do it. I find myself doing it. Caleb would get a whooping, and I'll be like, "Didn't I tell you not to do this?" It's because I'm going to give you the reason why parents do that. And I didn't know it when I was younger, but I'm going to give you the reason. It's because we're frustrated. It's because we've told you 5 times to sit your little black behind in that chair. It's because I told you don't touch nothing when we get in that store. It's because you are disobeying me. So you gonna feel the wrath of everything that I've held in while we were out at Walmart, Kroger's, Sam's Club, the mall. You gonna feel it, and that is why every lick there's a word, because I want you to feel why you getting it.
Yeah, well, we'll get to turn-ons in a second. It's not a man up thing. It's not. There's no difference in the how I treat Kenzie as opposed to Theron and Caleb. It's not, men are tough and they don't cry. No, that's another difference in white and black communities. Black guys are really taught to, well, I think girls too, taught to hold your feelings in. Don't cry in front of anybody. Don't show weakness of any sort as far as crying goes. Whereas I know with me, I'm like, dude, if something's...
Where's your black man? My young black man is in the bed. That's where my black man is.
Yeah. Oh, this person's... I thought somebody blocked somebody, and I was like, oh,
we ain't
right.
how to do that, I guess.
I know, but that's somebody's name. Where was I going? What was my train of thought? I don't say that. That's what I was saying. It's not a man up thing. I'm saying, look, you're all good. If he's actually hurt, hey, by all means, cry and be upset. But like, if you just fall down and there's no scrape, there's no nothing's wrong with you. There's no reason for a cry there. So you don't reward or comfort a thing that doesn't need to be rewarded or comforted. If they're actually hurt, yeah, by all means. But anyway, the huge difference there is, like, one of her 2 kids will fall on the ground and they'll immediately, without thinking, it's subconsciously, they'll get up and be like, I'm okay, and when we first got together, Theron would fall, he'd be scraped up, have a bloody knee or something else, and her family would freak out and they're like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, no, he's good, really. Unless unless he starts crying, he'll just jump up and start playing again.
Well, okay, here's a precursor to Theron, because this is what Theron does, and it scared the crap out of me. Theron would nosedive off of the couch, which was another thing that we had to talk about, because I'm like, you don't play on the furniture. All y'all know, especially if the plastic was still on the furniture, you don't play on the furniture. The furniture's not a toy. But he would nosedive.
But he'd put down pillows and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, and you're an idiot.
Alright, be nice. So,
I don't believe in terrible twos.
No.
I believe in terrible 2, 3. I learned how to talk. I learned how to walk.
And ask why to everything.
And ask why to everything, which is what Caleb's in right now.
And a lot of y'all are asking, and we have never addressed this on social media. We just let people call us what we want. We are just dating right now. We're boyfriend, girlfriend.
This my boo thing.
Not
There's
married.
no ring on my finger yet.
Yet. Yeah. So we got hurdles to go through before anything else can be official as far as us. But that is plans. That's where our future is leading us. I don't believe in dating someone you don't want to marry anyway. So.
Is Casey into yoga too?
I would love to be into yoga. I do her warm-ups with her sometimes, but I am terrible at being flexible.
His knees don't straighten out all the way. So
No.
we'll be doing, like downward dog, and I'll straighten my knees out, and he'd be like, Danae, I can't straighten my knees out like that. And I'd be like, yeah, you can.
And
Come over here and let me help you. So I'll have him I'll have him like lay on his back and I'll try to like straighten his legs out and he's like, that hurts.
Yeah, I talked to some medical people about it too, and they're like, yeah, there's something wrong medically there. I don't understand what that is, because it's not just a.
I love you.
So it's not just a. I'm not flexible. There's an actual pain that happens in my knees, and it's really frustrating because I want to be her yogi teammate, and it's her love. I want it to be mine too. I don't know.
Casey's birthday is August 11th and mine is April 28th. Somebody asked that. Birthday.
Are you the one that sent in the email? Because we wanted to clarify this co-parenting question.
A year. No,
Okay.
No, not me. Okay, so here is I'm just a new follower. Hi, new follower. Here is I'll give you a little bit of my backstory so that you guys can kind of understand when I tell you as far as how my husband acts with us or with I'm a Taurus. With us and with him.
Yes.
With us and all that wonderful stuff. So I was married for 7.5 years. I moved to Washington State, and my ex was in the military for 3 of those years while we were married. So he was a military guy. He was very, this is how it is. And, I didn't have much opinion when it came to our marriage. There was no open communication, which will really tie into the next question that we'll go into. We didn't really want to have kids. Both of our kids were oopsies.
All 3 of our kids were oopsies.
But there wasn't excitement with my pregnancies. There wasn't, I can't wait to share this moment with you. I'll give you an example. When I was 7 months pregnant with Caleb, the oldest, me and his dad got into a really huge fight, and he goes, I just really feel like we'll never accomplish anything of greatness together. And I'm like, what is in my stomach? What? I'm 7 months pregnant, and you feel like, so you don't feel like our child is greatness? So he was very, was that Liz? Mm-hmm. Hey, Liz! He was very verbally abusive. So when I went through my divorce, that's one of the reasons me and Casey started talking, because I was going through my divorce, and I would talk to him about my divorce because I wanted him to arrest him whenever he would come down to get the kids. But he would never arrest him. He would never do it. Anyway, but I would talk to Casey about it, and even still to this day, he is, hey, can you go play for me? Yeah, go play. I know you want to watch me, but you're not. Go play. Go watch TV. This is not a discussion. Okay, you can go sit down in your room and watch TV on your bed. I love you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You want to say hi too? Come say hi. Oh.
Let the kids play. The reason I sent her out is I try not to talk about experiences with their father with them around. So that's why I sent her out.
We're waking up from naps.
Yeah, we are waking up from naps.
You want to say hi to everybody?
No.
Say hey, then.
Look,
He doesn't want to say hi.
Okay.
But so he, even after our divorce, was very verbally abusive towards me. Even still to this day, he gets upset when he doesn't get his way. So as far as co-parenting goes, he didn't want Casey to be a father in our kid's life. Him and Casey actually had words, and I was like, oh Jesus, it's getting kind of heated in here. How about we just, calm down and let's just, and Casey's like, no, I lay them in their bed at night. I tuck them in at night. I'm the one that read them their bedtime stories. Where are you with your one time a week? He didn't do the hand. That's the black girl hand. Yeah. With your one time a week. He don't do it right. Yeah, with your one time a week FaceTiming them, and you think that you can go ahead and tell me, like, I'm the one that's feeding them. They food coming out of my paycheck over my roof, and I was like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus.
She doesn't do confrontation well at all.
I don't do confrontation. I don't do confrontation,
and that's kind of my job. So
that is his job. But two things happened that night. One, I knew that Casey had my back no matter what. I understand that those are his kids, and he can have his concerns. But at the end of the day, this is the man that is doing everything. Mm-hmm. This is the man, when Kenzie cries, picks her up and holds her, was here for her birthday to take pictures, and when Elsa was here. This is the man who...
Do you see that little creepy peek around the shoulder? Your ear hurts?
This is the man who, when Caleb gets in trouble at school, they talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So they've grown to have a mutual respect for each other, and that is important. And as far as his ex and I go, we like this. Look, we text each other.
Now.
Oh yeah, now. At first it wasn't so.
It was a rocky beginning.
No, he does not live in the same state. He lives in Washington still. He lives in Washington still.
My baby mama lives in the city we live in. We chose to stay in the same city so we could co-parent between each other with Theron, at least for now while he's young and not in school. And it was rocky in the beginning of me and Denise getting together. But now, like she said, they talk more than me and my ex talk. They send pictures back and forth. No, we don't speak Russian.
No, I don't speak Russian.
What, Bubba? You want your water? Okay, I'm going to get you water, and then you got to stay out of here. I'll be right back.
Well, I will tell y'all.
Oh, about Sarah.
Look. Hi, guys.
Oh, here's number one. Caleb, come say hi.
Oh, okay. You're blocked. We have 3 kids together. This is the oldest. You want to say hi, Caleb?
Hi.
Say, how are you guys doing?
How are you guys doing?
No, we get every other week. So we'll have Theron for a week, and then he'll go to Sarah for a week, which is hard sometimes. And y'all be careful with what y'all say, because my child can read, and he over here reading y'all comments right now. But this is Caleb. This is my little protector guy. This is my heart. He is an amazing little boy. He is, what do you want to say?
I can read.
He can read, yes.
And I'm 5 years old.
And he's 5 years old. Yes, I'm glad he's feeling better too, but he got all of us sick. Hello, kindergartner. You want to say hi?
Hi.
What you want? You want some drink?
You can't call me
No.
Caleb with the K or Caleb with the C.
Yes, we are from Arkansas. Yes. I don't know how to scroll back up.
Okay, I'm back.
Did we get followers because of Officer Norman?
Yes.
Yes, he did. I had a yoga following pretty... Okay, go play. Kodak, no sir. You know you don't come in my yoga room.
I want candy.
Okay, in a minute. Go.
So
he is a very good reader.
Yeah. He's reading above a third
Okay.
grade level when he started kindergarten. Oh. No, he's out too. Look, Bubs. You can't walk over everything. So, me and
I'll
Officer
do
Norman
something in a
work
minute.
together in the same department. We actually work on the same shift too, just different areas in the city. So we rarely run into each other. But what I had... Yeah. So, what I had 300 or 400 followers on Instagram, and then Tommy shouted me out, and I grew
Are you
to
okay?
what I am now. Pretty much in like 3 weeks or so. I got up to that many. You want candy too? In a little bit.
You'll get candy in a little bit. You want to go watch TV?
Okay.
No.
Oh, Bubba, I'm not gonna hold you. You gotta go.
I had about, I guess, 1,400 followers prior to all of this stuff, but because I do yoga, so I do a lot of yoga challenges, and a lot of my followers came from that. So I guess, do y'all have any more questions about the kids? I always wondered if police wash their own uniform. He does. Casey is on his off days. His day before his off day, he washes. We wash. One of us. He actually does most of the washing, which we should have a Periscope about that, about who does what. Yes, we do have a YouTube channel, and here's what we're gonna end up doing is, because a lot of people, we have a girl that is in Poland who likes to watch our Periscopes. It's crazy to me. All of this is blowing my mind. And that was all clean laundry. That wasn't even dirty stuff. That was from when we came back from our vacation. Anyway, that was Casey. Well, some of it was mine too. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll put our shows, we'll put the Periscopes on our YouTube channel. So once we figure out how to do that. So we're going to be talking to Liz and Jay. I saw you on here. We'll be talking to y'all to figure out how to get everything going with that. So, any more questions about the children's? I call them children of the corn sometimes because...
And they repeat it.
They do repeat it. Because the two small, when Caleb and Darren, or Ken and Darren will, when they get together, because they are so close. Which I'll see in the pictures of Kenzie and Darren, that's how they are at all times. But they're so close that they make up to the, like, Megatron bad kid.
They get into everything.
They get into everything. Like, we have a fireplace with little bitty black rocks. They took all of the black rocks out of the fireplace. I come out of the bathroom, out of the master bedroom, and they're like, wee, wee, wee. And there are little black rocks all over. Yes, with the rocks. Little black rocks all over my floor in the living room. So y'all know I had to count to 5 to breathe. Darren is crying.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because he's having a fit, and we still working that out. Remember that earlier conversation that we had? When he doesn't get his way, I do talk a lot.
Yeah,
I've always talked a lot. I'm sorry.
I just let her go on with it.
It happens.
No. He's January 2nd's his birthday, so he's 2.5.
Yeah.
Is there a mute button? Is he that loud? Because he's in a whole, like, different part of the house. He's not even right outside the door.
I know. Look, Mel B. Oh, no, me. Oh, here. Let me help you with that mute button.
What? I think that person like...
No, he was saying I was loud. That's why he asked if there was a mute button. So I helped him with the mute button. I helped him with the mute button, y'all, so it's okay.
Why you gotta be hateful?
I'm not being hateful. He being hateful.
I missed it. Anyway.
You did miss it, yeah. Look, I ain't got time for it. I don't have time for the games.
Did we cover kids, co-parenting, the way we parent? We got more questions about that. Did anybody say anything more about
What does the camera mean? Does that mean that people are taking pictures?
I don't know, maybe.
Hey. Oh, why are people taking pictures? That's weird. That's Viet.
I'll smile all pretty. That's my pretty pose.
Oh, people are screenshotting.
That's because androids are ew. If you ain't blue, you ain't cool, you're a peasant. What? Okay, that might be a little too mean, but, you know.
Yeah, we're Team Apple.
Yeah, we are Team Apple.
Anyway, moving on. Androids rock.
Droid.
What was it?
The other one was our turn-ons.
Oh.
3
you
to
go
5
ahead.
turn-ons. I don't do nothing. So my turn-ons, the things that she turns on, the obviously we talked about.
We don't have kids together. No, I'm not ready to get fat again.
Yeah, we're trying to lose weight.
We're trying to lose weight. Oh, hey.
Lordy. If y'all haven't read any of the books on the 5 love languages, I really recommend those. It helped me out tremendously in learning more how to love her, because a lot of people will try to love somebody else how they want to be loved and not how the other person should be loved. So my love languages are affirmation, quality time, and touch. I know I'm kind of
in order, though. In order of importance for you.
I'm probably most touch, and then quality time, then whatever else. Yes.
It's a really, really good book. I read it once in my first marriage, but now I'm reading it again because this is a completely different atmosphere.
Yeah. So for her, my turn-ons for her are like how she turns me on. Touch in general. If she walks by and touches me, she's sexy anyways. So like, she's always been one of those freely open people, and like getting ready in the morning or anytime really, she'll just walk around naked. Look, it is impossible for us to get anywhere because I can't stay off of her when she's just walking around. She's like, I gotta get ready, I'm late. And I'm like, well, put some clothes on.
I've been trying to.
But when she really makes me feel appreciated, that really turns me on. And what's that, 3?
Yeah.
We do 3 to 5. I'll do one more. Her pleasure. If she's pleased, I'm pleased. And I think that turns me on more than anything as far as the whole scope of things. If she's happy, I'm happy. That's mine.
You're
Damn.
so sweet. So the things that turn me, I love you guys share is very stuff. And you shouldn't settle.
No, please don't.
Because I did settle, and I settled for 7 years. I settled knowing I wasn't happy. I was very, very unhappy. But I refused to settle after that. But the 5 things, I'll say 3 or 4 things that turned me on about Casey. His willingness to listen to me and like really truly listen. Like when I'm having a bad day, he wholeheartedly listens.
No. What the?
Listens to what I'm saying. He gives me good advice. Which was one of the things that kind of made me start to see him differently in the beginning. Because when I would talk to him about everything that was going on, like he has such a good listening ear.
Just keep going.
So that's one thing. Another thing is that he truly cares about me. Like, I can't even explain it because I've never felt this way. I've never felt this way about anyone. I've never loved so deeply and without thought about it.
Oh yeah, it's another gap, Pastor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I love how he loves me. Y'all, I really ain't got time for this. I love how he loves me. I love how he makes me feel. He encourages me. That's my 3rd one. I mean, like, encourages me. Like, I can't even begin to explain. Every day, there's something that he says to me. Oh, we'll talk about the plane jump. There's something that he says to me that if I'm having a bad day, it makes my day go further. Or, the messages on the mirror that he leaves me. So when I get, because he has to get up at, 4:45? Mm-hmm. He gets up at 4:45 to think that he would take time before he goes to work to write me something on the mirror. Like, I'd be like, yo, when it first started, I'd be like, what's your angle?
Yeah.
Because I had this wall up. I'd been hurt so many times. I didn't know. No one's a masseuse.
Not yet. I've talked about
How come
doing
I'm always having a bad... I don't always have bad days, no, but everyone has moments where you feel down. Or something happens to where... Like, okay, for example, last semester I was down about graduating on time, and I had went to talk to my advisor, and I called Casey, and I'm like, babe, I don't think I'm going to be able to graduate in December. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I need to go to summer school. I can't afford summer school because I had to pay out of pocket. Like, I was really freaking out about it. And he took all my worries away. Yes, Lord, it is amazing to finally be happy. I didn't know what happiness was. I didn't know what it felt like to truly love someone. My love language is physical touch, which is perfect. I mean, who doesn't like to be touched? And my second love language is gifts. And it's not that I want you to go out and buy me something. Like, I don't want you to spend money or anything like that. But, I mean, a Snicker or a handwritten card, which Casey is really, really wonderful. We don't really watch a lot of TV.
If we watched it, we have a couple shows that we'll watch together. We'll sit down and watch together.
Mostly on the laptop in the bed because we're lazy.
Yeah.
Which is why we gotta lose weight.
But if they're like, she watches the Braxtons.
Somebody else said Power.
I don't care nothing about the Braxtons.
I love the Braxtons.
She'll watch that when I am gone at work or something. Like, when we're not together, she'll catch up on her shows. When she's gone to class at night and I'm here, I'll watch some of my shows. Other than that, we like Scandal, we like Grey's Anatomy. Look, y'all, I've watched every episode of Grey's. I'll sit there with a glass of wine and watch Grey's and feel like the biggest woman in the world. But it's a good show, so get off me. But I don't ever cry, so I guess that might count for something.
I, on the other hand, cry every episode.
Yeah.
I do.
So.
I cry every episode. You know that? I cry a lot.
Dude, when that...
He watches that.
I do watch Game of Thrones.
All of those. Walking Dead, Dexter, all of that stuff.
So, one of my off-duty jobs I have is I go set out at a scrap metal yard and make sure no one jumps a fence or comes in and steals the scrap metal just to sell it back to the scrap metal place later. Yeah, you've left your original point. We'll get back to her.
Look, y'all, I'm like a fly to a light. I really am. I'll give you that. Sometimes I'll be...
Or a dog to a squirrel.
A dog to a squirrel.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes it happens. I do. I jump.
All right, so my off-duty job, we'll hit this and then we'll get back to her point, is I just sat out there for 3 hours by myself in my police car. So I download a bunch of shows on my laptop, and 3 hours a week is just dedicated to watching shows while I make sure no one steals scrap metal. I don't know what you'll have to. Oh, okay. Okay, back to your turn-ons.
Okay, my turn-ons. So yeah, he leaves me little things like that. That makes me. It truly shows me that he cares about me. And that means a lot. You know, coming from someone who, coming from a relationship where that wasn't shown, to coming to a relationship that shows me that I'm his everything. He literally worships the ground that I walk on. Now, don't go all, God on us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he shows me that, and it makes me confident in us. He has my back. I love that.
Sorry, I think a little kid is scratching at the door. I'm not sure which one it is.
I'll go one more story and then we can move on. I worked at a bank. Casey's literally my knight in shining armor. I worked at a bank, or I kind of still work at a bank. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I worked at a bank and my bank got robbed. The guy came to my window. He slid me a note that said, give me $3,000 or I'll shoot you. Now, in today's times, I was kind of thinking that this dude was joking. Like, you're not serious. You didn't really just come in this bank and do this, you know? So I'm like looking around and, you know, trying to get somebody's attention. And he raised his shirt up. He showed me his gun and he said, don't make this harder on you. And I gave him everything, like what I was, you know, I didn't give him $3,000, but I gave him what I was, yes, this story is for real. I gave him what we were trained to do, and he turned around and he walked out. I was level-headed enough, but 911 wasn't the first number that I called. I text Casey.
Who was working in that area?
He works in the area. That's how we met at the bank that I worked at.
I would have played dead.
I text Casey. I'm like, we just got robbed. This happened in May 27th, actually. We just got robbed. Holy crap. And as soon as I text Casey, then I called 911. So then when Casey found out that it was me whose window the guy came out, Casey went all MacGyver, taking 2, taking 3, taking 1, doing donuts in the street, and like, I will find you. I have a certain set of skills, and I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yes, we were dating.
And it scared me because, one, I knew for a fact that if Casey found this guy first, that Casey was going to kill this guy. And as scared as I was, I didn't want that to happen for that guy. But I knew because he was mad.
Okay. I would have shot him had he presented his gun to me and threatened my life, yes. Would I shoot him just because of what he did to her? No. I can't do that. As much as angry as you get at stuff like this, you know, you still, as a police officer, you still have to keep your level head, and there's still right and wrong. But I knew he just robbed a bank. I knew he had a gun on him. I knew he ran on foot, and I knew I was looking for him. And I knew that if he's dumb enough to go up there and do that, he's dumb enough to point a gun at me, and I'm coming home at night. So I would have shot him had that been the circumstances.
He only got away with $933. So, but yeah, not worth it at all. So yeah, that's where I'm getting to. So Casey went all, for real y'all, he went MacGyver. He found out what the guy did the last 3 days. He found out where the guy was staying. He found out the guy's real name. He found out more information in 30 minutes than I feel like they do on a lot of stuff. But they found the guy. Casey found the guy. He was hiding under a house. So he's my knight. He protects me. He watches after me. Y'all, like, I can't even explain it. And I could go on and on about the love that I have for him or how he makes me feel. But more than anything, he is... he's my everything. So, he's my knight. Thank you for being my knight. Oh.
Well, come on, it's not always up to her. Sometimes there's other stuff going on. But
So,
that is the plan.
The jump.
Well, do y'all want to jump next, or y'all want to have any other questions?
Any more questions about us? And I love... You have a question. What's your question?
Well, raise your hand. Oh, just kidding.
Danny, when you get married, I'm stuck on the 900.
No, he robbed the bank for $900. He ran on foot. He went down some railroad tracks into one of our hood areas, and that particular hood area floods a lot. So a lot of the older houses were built up a little bit, and he decided he was going to hide under the house.
He was stupid.
Yeah, he was very stupid.
Yeah, he was very stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a whole...
That is a whole different Periscope.
Yeah, we'll get into that another day.
We'll have to have a special Periscope for that one, because that one...
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to have a special Periscope for that.
So, jumping. We'll get into jumping now.
Danny had a question. Danny, say your question again, because so many people said some stuff. Danny. Sometimes I like to sing in like an operatic voice. Is that a word? I think I just... How long? Okay. Another funny story.
Oh, Lord Jesus. These stories.
We were dating 6 months?
It was 6 months.
6 months before we moved in together.
We'd known each other 2 years prior to dating as well.
No, we don't get weird looks in public. But the reason that I moved in with him is because somebody broke into my apartment.
So quickly, anyway.
Yeah, so quickly. We had talked about moving in together. We knew that was the way that we wanted to go. But we didn't want to do it as quickly as we did. But somebody broke into my apartment over Christmas. Because, we were staying with each other anyway. Like, either he was at my place or I was at his place. So we spent Christmas here. I know, look. I don't know why people be coming for me. That's because God got a blessing for me, y'all.
Yeah, probably so. Probably it was we jumped into it a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so to wrap up, because she talks a lot. So one of her kids left their window unlocked to their bedroom. And then overnight while we were gone, or they were gone, somebody took everything. Every piece of electronic device there was. TVs, laptop, 2 DVD three.
DVD.
Then the portable.
And the portable.
Yeah. Main computer, laptop computer. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, she didn't feel safe there at all. And she's freaking out, like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? She just didn't feel safe staying at home anymore. And we had already discussed her moving in here. So, man, I've never seen somebody pack up so quick. She called her family. In less than 24 hours, everything was moved out of her place and put in mine. And I'm like, oh, that was fast.
Look.
So...
I don't play.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to my children's safety, So.
Yeah.
Not playing.
No. So. I needed her to sleep and feel comfortable and safe, so. Best place for that is my arms.
In his arms. Nah, he ain't my sugar daddy.
No.
He ain't old enough. Give him a couple more years. If he had a couple more years on him, he just, a year older than me. He ain't my sugar daddy.
Because she takes care of me as much as I take care of her.
Yes. We equally do things for each other. Like, he'll be like, we'll be out shopping, and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to pay for this. And he'll be like, why? It's going to come out of the same amount of money anyway. Like, okay, whatevs. Okay, so...
The airplane jump. Yeah, so I went skydiving a couple years ago for the first time, and it blew my mind. Like, it was something I always wanted to do. I'm a thrill seeker and all that. So, like, it was tandem. Both of our jumps were tandem. But when I jumped, it completely blew my mind as far as it's nothing like you would ever expect at all. It is completely serene and peaceful, and like, my heart did not race. I didn't get some kind of adrenaline rush or anything. I jumped and saw God. It was incredible. And so I wanted to do it again, and Denise like, I don't know about all that. But like she said earlier, she has my back, I have hers. She wanted me to be able to jump again, but she wanted me to be able to share the experience and talk about it. So she decided that she was going to jump with me.
I wish I was drunk.
Look, I really thought she would back out once we got there. I was kind of expecting that because the last time I went, the person that went with me backed out, and so I went alone. But yeah, she got the video, which we still need to watch again. Anywho, y'all, she jumped, and I can't tell you how proud of her I am, because she fought through all of her fears and everything just to share something with me, just to do something that she knew I wanted to do. And she put herself aside and everything about her aside just to do it. And I'll let her take you over from there just to tell you her side of it and how she experienced it. So,
well, first of all, I wish I would have brought my Klonopin.
Oh yeah, because we had to wait forever. It was a rainy, stormy day, so we waited like 3 extra hours.
We did. It was very painful waiting as long as we did.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need some medicine. I'm going to need some Klonopin. I'm going to need some Prozac. I'm going to need something to get me through this.
Yeah.
But
we are virtually in Little Rock, yes. We live in North Little Rock.
North Little Rock, north of the river.
Yeah.
But nobody knows what North Little Rock is. But anyway, so got in the plane, and the guy didn't give me a chance to think about it. But I will tell you something. We did zero gravity.
Just keep going.
Oh. Oh, sweet.
All right now.
Yeah, let's go. We did zero gravity. I've never done zero gravity before, and it was the most amazing thing ever to do zero gravity. So then when we got to the ledge, he didn't count 1, 2, 3.
North Hills Boulevard, the house. You live up on the hill. I live out close to Scott.
He said 1, 2. I mean, and I was like, oh, what happened to 3 though? No 3? No, okay. But to me, the free fall was like, you know, when, no 3 at all. You know, when you were a kid and your mom was driving down the freeway and you would roll the window down with your head out the window and your head would be like that was, that was the same thing for me for the free fall. But then when he pulled the parachute, guys, like, I can't even describe it. It was peace. It was so surreal. There was a rainbow. Yes, I would do it again in a heartbeat. There was a rainbow off to the side, and I've never seen a rainbow look like that. I've never seen a rainbow from that high. It was kind of a ball, like it was kind of like a sphere. It wasn't the, rainbow shape, but it was so amazing, and just free falling and looking out over God's creation. It gave me such an appreciation, a big appreciation. And like Casey said, like when I hit the ground, my whole thought process changed. So, which it kind of, I've already been on like a new thing, but it sparked my hashtag journey to new adventures, or hashtag my year of yes, or my year of, my journey to yes, rather.
It was $250 to jump, $100 extra for video. And
it's worth it.
I did nod and thumbs up, but yeah, I do work with Norman to verify that question again.
Yeah. So, but it was amazing. I think everyone should do it. I think it'll give you a better appreciation. I really do. So.
Yep.
Any more questions?
You're welcome.
Blue Beacon truck stop. I had one, but forgot. I'm sorry.
Nah, Pilot Coffee better.
Yes, he is a writer. I don't know about bungee jumping. Because that cord could cut.
I just think that would, like, stretch you out too bad.
I don't know about bungee jumping, y'all. I'm not there yet. We're going to have to pray about that one a little bit more. Yeah, so.
Something we've not addressed this time, y'all probably saw it up on our social media. Somebody went at Denis or me through Denis, one or the other, and used racial slurs and all that. We will address that. We just haven't talked about it enough yet. We talked about it all night that night that it happened, but we weren't ready to go live with that yet because we haven't laid anything out as far as what we're going to talk about in there. So that'll be a topic coming up. It just wasn't today.
I never found that little rock in Arkansas. Oh, you
It's
remember
down by
your
the
question.
river.
Okay, Danny, what's your question?
Oh, nice question. Let's see. My parents. Okay, I'll preface this first with I grew up in a small town where everybody knew everybody pretty much, and it's pretty much a town for raising kids in school systems.
How many black people is in there?
Hang on.
Okay.
So it's 99% white, and out of my graduating class of 400 and something or another, there were 3 black people in my graduating class who were all awesome, by the way. One was a brother and sister couple. No, she didn't blow in my ear. I don't know what she's doing. She's awkward and weird sometimes.
I am.
It's okay. I return the favor here and there. Anyway, so my parents own their own small business. They own some grocery stores. So growing up, I had a little bit of money, but I was very fortunate in that my parents they raised me to respect everybody. Never look at anybody a certain way as far as social class, the way they look, race, anything. So growing up, I wasn't around the racism that you would stereotypically think was around the racism. Like when I went to college, I stayed in our athletic dorm, and it was full of black guys, and they'd be like, "Where are you from, man?" I'm like, "Cabot," and they're like, "Oh, the white of whites," and I'm like, "I don't even understand what that means." I mean, I did, but I wasn't like that. My brother growing up, he's younger than me. I think he's six years younger than me. Is that right?
Yeah.
8 years younger than me. Anyway, he played
Bye.
I know we're probably going forever here. He played AAU basketball, and so, mostly, yes. But he played on a team with a bunch of black guys, and my dad helped coach the team, and he'd have the whole team over on sleep-togethers or sleepovers, or we'd travel together as a team, or they would travel together as a team, and I'd go with them. So, for my parents, it wasn't anything as far as an issue because I was dating a black girl. My dad, the only thing he said was, he said, "You know we're still in the South. You know that people still have issues with interracial couples." And he said, "Are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into? Are you sure you're prepared for what might come your way?" So his was more looking out as far as, look, there's a lot more behind the scenes rather than just dating somebody of a different color. But both of my parents, their whole philosophy in life is if I'm happy, they're happy. They both love Denis. I think they love her more than any of my other girlfriends, to be honest, because
his parents rock.
They can tell I'm happy, and she's very open around them and just feels at home when she's there. So there's no problem from my parents' end.
I like how you just did that right there. Okay, let's see. How can I say this? Us.
Yes, I did.
My mom grew up in a time where racism was really, really high. You know, in 5th grade, Martin Luther King was killed. She grew up in an area that was predominantly black, and she remembers a lot of things that happened to African Americans that wasn't the best thing, you know. And so at first I won't say that she had an issue with it. She just didn't understand it.
Oh, she has an issue with that.
Because Casey's not my first white boyfriend. Not my first white boyfriend. I dated, I was engaged to a white guy before I got married, actually. I do like white guys. I've always liked white guys.
Who was your first, baby?
My first white crush was Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
I mean, I think he's the reason that I like white guys. He did it for me. So there was an issue. I'll just be honest. There was an issue with my mom, just because of her upbringing, what she saw, what she had to deal with herself. She didn't understand. But now, you know, she watches Theron now. Give me AC Slater. No, our kids are not mixed, but she watches Theron. She watches my kids. There's no difference in the way that she treats the kids or Casey or anything. It was just that initial, I think it was just that initial, oh my God.
I had to lay that charm on her.
He did. My mom's not a hugger.
Give her some big old hugs.
My mom's not a hugger, and Casey's a hugger. And so he would hug my mom. He would go in like this, and my mom would be like... But my Meemaw loves him, and that's really what matters. My Meemaw's my grandma. She's amazing. They sit down and talk about things that are very inappropriate. Very inappropriate.
Don't hate on me and your Meemaw's relationship. Look, I got that old lady around my finger.
My Meemaw loves him, so.
Yeah. Somebody asked about kids, and are they mixed?
No, our kids are not mixed. We have 2 blackens and 1 whiten. That is true. But as far as having a kid in the future, I think somebody else asked that. I am in the process of losing weight. And I want to be like them celebrity women's and get my snapback in order, you know, after I have a baby.
You got that personal trainer? That chef?
I keep trying to find my sugar daddy. Somebody said that, and I ain't found my sugar daddy yet, my rich husband, so, you know.
We'll pull through.
But, okay, so I just want to say one more thing, and then we're going to probably hop off here. Somebody keeps saying stop bull driving and get... I'm 32. I'm 32.
You're awesome. I turned 34 last week.
As far as the married goes, we'll get married when we're ready. How about that? How about we are legit? We don't need paper to make us legit. We're legit. As legit. We're more legit than a lot of married couples.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, look, my block finger is getting real strong tonight. My block game is on point, boo. Look, don't play. Don't play. Ain't got time for the games. Several seats. Have them all. All of them in America. Okay. So.
All right.
Any more questions?
Yeah, any last questions, we'll hop off. How long have we been on? Did give it a time or anything?
Periscope will have you mad. In case he got to bring me back in because I'll be ready to go off.
Man,
because I still got that I got a little hood in me because I'm from the hood, and I will go off.
And she wants to be reading all these comments on all my pictures, and there's a lot of police hate out there. And she's like, I got this. And I'm like, just leave it alone. Just ignore it. I don't, just let it be, you know.
It's hard, though, because, no, okay. It's hard because I want to protect Casey. When people come for him, I feel like they coming for me, too, because he's a part of me. So when people come for him, I'm like, no, you not coming for my boo. You not.
She talking about your hair.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to that. You not finna disrespect him. You finna get your life together, and you about to respect, or you can get that block. So that's how I feel. But as far as me cutting my hair off, this is my second time going natural. It wasn't hard. I had box braids for like a month. I took my box braids down. I took a shower, washed my hair. I got out the shower. I stood in the mirror. I took my hair and cut the hair off. And then, thank you. I looked at Casey and I said, well, babe, I'm going natural. And he said, okay.
I was kind of expecting her to do the actual big chop where she shaved it off, and it would have been awesome.
I'm going to do that when I'm 60. I keep telling him, when I turn 60, yeah. I'm going to get a fade, and I'm going platinum blonde. Lordy. But, yeah, the big chop wasn't. Because it's hair. I did teach Casey about my hair. Because
I've learned so much.
Because look, before I did the big chop, I had my inches. You know, I had my inches, and he'd be trying to touch my hair, and I'd be like, you can't touch my hair. Mm-hmm. Like, don't touch my fresh sew-in. Like, just give me some ibuprofen.
Yes, she is.
So we did. But now, like, after I wash my hair, and we get out the shower or whatever.
Oh, I still touch the hair.
He touched my hair now. He's like, that's one of his favorite things about me going natural is he can touch my hair. But he'll be like, I see some perm on your hair. And he'll take scissors and he can tell the difference between my coils and where my perm was. So he cuts off my perm in the places that I don't see.
Yeah. That's right. Hey, look, I also take out weave. I can cut that out.
He used to cut my weave out too.
And
he take my daughter's hair down when it's braided. It took him like 5 hours to do it, but he took it down.
Look, I didn't have one of them little pointy combs at the beginning.
It's called a rat tail comb.
Yeah, well, a pointy comb, and my fingers are fat.
He is a keeper. Definitely a keeper. But yeah, we have discussions about black hair all the time. He'll see something, and he'll see a girl. He'll be like, "Now, is that weave or is that her real hair?"
Girl, I mean, sometimes it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, he just did that in Old Navy. Was that weave in that girl's hair or was that real hair? I was like, baby, that was her hair. That was her hair. You can tell.
Thank you. We're happy too.
Yeah. Look, you need a man that's going to protect your hair. You need someone who's going to tell you, baby, your wig is crooked. You need someone who's going to tell you that. And let me tell you something else before we go.
Oh, Lord.
Something else that he does. He tells me when I look fat, y'all.
Oh.
And I'm okay with that. Because we'll go shopping and I'll put something on. And I'll be like, baby, do I look cute? And he'd be like, not in your midsection. And I'll be like...
But I don't say it like that. I mean, I'm still gentle and kind with... Oh, maybe not. Maybe
honesty is best. He'd be like, baby, that shirt is not working for you.
Let's find a different shirt.
In that mid area. But I appreciate it because I would rather him tell me that I look like a can of busted biscuits in the store before we walk out the store than he let me buy that shirt. And then we going out and people looking at me like, why is she walking around looking like the Pillsbury Dough girl? So... I appreciate his honesty. I appreciate him telling me, baby, let's lose a couple of more pounds before you put that outfit on. But she's told me that too.
It's where it comes from, though.
Yes, busted biscuits. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about? When that muffin top just kind of spilling over just a little bit. Just
Yes, we're together.
Okay.
We're not married for y'all just joining in. And somebody asked again. We have 3 kids. I have 1 not from her. She's got 2 not from me.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's honest.
Little muffin topping. I see you might want to go a little size higher. We're about to hit the gym and work out. We'll get back
started.
down to that size. So
Yeah. I'll try to wear a small shirt and he'll be like, babe, why don't you get a medium? What's wrong with my small? Because, that it's just a little tight in your arm area. Because, you real broad in your shoulders, baby. You got real good back
This is
muscles.
the real reason. Because she's going to get that small size because mentally she thinks she needs that small size. But then she's going to get home and try on 15 pairs of clothes that she all bought because I didn't tell her that she didn't need to get it. And then she's going to be like, I look too fat in this. And then she's going to try something else on and be like, this is just, I'm not happy with this. Look, I want to cut all that out. And just get her something that I know she's going to be comfortable in right now. That she still looks great in.
Was the dog too hot?
No, I went back to work for 1 day. Look, I keep losing Instagram followers because I hadn't been to work in so long. We went on vacation. I was off for like 2 weeks, and that's why I got to grow the beard. And then I went back to work for 2 days, and I had to shave, and now it's my off day, so I haven't shaved in a couple days. But I'll be back to work tomorrow, full swing. That's why I had to shave.
You're welcome.
So I hate not having a beard. It's like I think of everything in my job. That's what I hate the least, that I can't have a beard.
Because he looks so freaking sexy with it.
I just like the beard.
He looks sexy with it. It's probably a good thing on my end that he can't always have that beard because we never leave the house.
Oh. I might quit my job soon. What? Just kidding. Just kidding. So. Any other questions? We've been on here a long time. What time is it?
Oh, God. We've been over here for over an hour.
Yeah.
My friends love Casey.
My friends love you.
My friends are all for it. They're just happy that I'm happy. That's what most of the people say because they saw my past relationship and they see me now. So I get a lot of, you have a good evening as well. I get a lot of people saying that they're happy for that,
Yes. There has been a whole lot more support from her friends than mine, mainly because I don't have a lot of friends. I tend to just be a loner a lot. But, yes, all of her friends, I was shocked at how many people were talking about how happy she is now.
Red Lobster was delicious.
Dude, it was amazing.
It was that chicken.
And when we
was
got
on
back,
point.
when we got back inside, everything was already out on the table.
I was like, look at God. You see how God worked?
Yeah.
He allowed us to go out and give this Periscope. And when we came back, our food was fresh on the table. God is so good. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he will?
Won't he will?
Look, I had a joke going about this won't he do it thing. I was like, I just tried to make it as white as possible. I'm like, won't he? Won't he though? Won't he do it? And she thought I was serious for a little while, and she's like, please stop, you're not doing it right. And I'm like, that's the point. But
I always say, won't he do it? Like, we'll get a close parking spot at Walmart, and I'll be like, look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he give us this close parking spot? And he'd be like, no. The person just pulled out and we got here at the right time. And I'm like, look, you need to give God his props because that is all him. Won't he will. He will do it every time. And I say, look at the devil when something ain't going right.
Yeah.
Nothing but God. Look, parking lot, praise. Look, get out the car and do a little shuffle dance. Hey.
Look at you with them shoulders.
Shoulders going.
Them shoulders going, all right.
You stop your shoulders.
My shoulders never stop. It's the only thing on me that can move. Oh yeah, I got that dance move down. All day. Yeah, right here. This is where I stay on the dance floor. Bam, got it. Someone had a question. Sorry, I get lost in my little dance move.
All right. Any other questions? Turn on S. I don't know what that is.
Oh, turn-ons.
Oh, turn-ons.
We discussed turn-ons.
We turned each other on already.
For those just joining, you can go back and watch this again because we did address a lot of the stuff.
Not yet.
No, I wanted to go to a black church a couple services before I even started dating her.
He ain't ready yet.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready all day.
I'm glad I got to comment too.
Except, I think the deacons and stuff are going to take their job too serious for me, and I'll start laughing or something and get thrown out. I am kind of afraid of that. But otherwise, I'm all for some enthusiasm in a black church. Yeah. Love it.
My church I go to now is a mixed race church. There's everybody there. But I'm going to have to find, because I'm from like Southern Baptist. Everybody in the church was related in Tucker, Arkansas, which is like the size of our house. And the church was like, there was a church, a post office. Yes, bring him to Southern Baptist. Yes, there was a church, a post office, and a corner store. And a corner store. That was the church that I grew up in.
Lutheran.
So boring. Oh, I'm gonna have to. After we take him to a black church, we're going to have to do a scope about that.
I will catch the ghost for y'all.
I'll be like, y'all, look. Casey caught the Holy Ghost. They had to throw the white covering over him. Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Performance Center. Look at that.
I love black churches,
We've had
though.
that discussion.
We have had that discussion. Anyway. Okay. We really got to go, y'all, because I think our kids catch the ghost. I catch the ghost everywhere I go, y'all. If I get a good deal at a shoe store,
Man,
I catch the ghost.
There is a performance done.
Hey!
Oh, what are we doing? Oh, you looking at a name?
Yeah, somebody said hey to me.
I thought we were doing a special zoom in or something.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the love. If you have questions, comments, concerns, interracially, the letter N, love@gmail.com. I enjoyed you guys so much.
Yes, it has been great tonight.
It has been great. You guys are amazing.
We apologize for being newbies on the Periscope and not having our comments up last go around.
That was my fault.
And mine, I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. But we got it this time. So thank y'all for interacting. And the scope's been going for like an hour and a half. We really have been dragging this off so long.
Jessica, we're gonna leave it up.
Yeah, you can rewatch it.
Yeah, we'll leave it up and let you rewatch it, and then once we figure out how to put it on our YouTube channel, we'll let you guys know.
But don't even worry about YouTube channel yet, because we have got nothing on it.
There's nothing on it yet. So we're going to try to figure this all out.
And y'all saw how much I was drinking in the beginning of this. I've got to go so bad. So we're going to leave. So.
Okay, invite your followers. Have a good night. Skinnamarink-y dinky dink. Skinnamarink-y doo. I love you.
Okay, so, and then for that one other person, hasta luego.
I love you. Deuces.
Oh, she totally, look, skydiving, she come flying down the plane, the guy comes up with the video camera, and she's like, deuces, with her cheeks all.
I did duck lips.
Oh, my bad.
Somebody should take a picture of that. All right.
Missed opportunity. They'll probably screenshot it later and then I'll redo. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Hasta luego.
Hasta mañana.
So